Welcome to the presentation on Good Clinical Practice, Part 4, Investigators' Responsibilities. Definition of investigator: a person responsible for the conduct of the clinical trial at a trial site. If a trial is conducted by a team of individuals at a trial site, the investigator is the responsible leader of the team and may be called the principal investigator. Sub-investigator: any individual member of the clinical trial team designated and supervised by the investigator at a trial site to perform critical trial-related procedures and or to make important trial-related decisions. Example: associates, residents, and research fellows. Investigators' qualifications and agreements. The investigator should be qualified by education, training, and experience. The investigator should assume responsibility for the proper conduct of the trial. The investigator should meet all the qualifications specified by the applicable regulatory requirements. The investigator should provide evidence of such qualifications. The investigator should provide up-to-date curriculum vitae and other relevant documentation as requested by the sponsor, the IRB or IEC, and or regulatory authorities. The investigator should be thoroughly familiar with the appropriate use of the investigational products as described in the protocol, in the current investigator's brochure, in other information sources provided by the sponsor. The investigator should be aware of and should comply with the GCP and other applicable regulatory requirements. The investigator or institution should permit monitoring and auditing by the sponsor, inspection by the appropriate regulatory authorities. The investigator should maintain a list of appropriately qualified persons to whom the investigator has delegated significant trial-related duties. Adequate resources. The investigator should be able to demonstrate, example based on retrospective data, potential for recruiting the required number of suitable subjects within the agreed recruitment period. The investigator should have sufficient time to properly conduct and complete the trial within the agreed trial period. Medical care of trial subjects. The investigator or institution should ensure that adequate medical care is provided to a subject for any adverse events, including clinically significant laboratory values related to the trial. The investigator or institution should inform a subject when medical care is needed for intercurrent illnesses of which the investigator becomes aware. Investigator should inform the subject's primary physician about the subject's participation in the trial if the subject has a primary physician and if the subject agrees to the primary physician being informed. Investigator should make a reasonable effort to ascertain the reasons while fully respecting the subject's rights, but subject do not have any compulsion to give his or her reasons for withdrawing prematurely from a trial. Communication with IRB or IEC. Before initiating a trial, the investigator or institution should have written and dated approval or favorable opinion from the IRB or IEC for the trial protocol, written informed consent form updates, subject recruitment procedures, example advertisements, any other written information to be provided to subjects. Investigator or institution should provide the IRB or IEC with a current copy of the investigator's brochure, should supply a copy of the updated investigator's brochure to the IRB or IEC. Compliance with protocol. The investigator or institution should conduct the trial in compliance with the protocol agreed to by the sponsor and by the regulatory authorities. The investigator or institution and the sponsor should sign the protocol or an alternative contract to confirm agreement. The investigator should not implement any deviation from or changes of the protocol without agreement by the sponsor, prior review and documentation approval or favorable opinion from the IRB or IEC of an amendment, except where necessary to eliminate an immediate hazard to trial subjects, or when the changes involves only logical or administrative aspects of the trial, example, change in monitors, change of telephone numbers. The investigator or person designated by the investigator should document and explain any deviation from the approved protocol. The investigator may implement a deviation or a change of the protocol to eliminate an immediate hazard to trial subjects without prior IRB or IEC approval or favorable opinion. As soon as possible, the implemented deviation or change, the reasons for it, and if appropriate, the proposed protocol amendments should be submitted to the IRB or IEC for review and approval or favorable opinion, to the sponsor for agreement, and if required, to the regulatory authorities for notification. Investigational products. Investigational products accountability at the trial site is the responsibility of the investigator or institution. If the SOP or protocol or guidelines allowed or required may or should assign investigational products accountability at the trial site to an appropriate pharmacist or another appropriate individual who is under the supervision of the investigator or institution. The investigator should ensure that the trial site maintains records of the products delivery to the trial site, the inventory of investigational products at the site, the use of investigational product by each subject, and the return of investigational products to the sponsor or alternative disposal of unused products. These records should include dates, quantities, batch or serial numbers, expiration dates if applicable, and the unique code numbers assigned to the investigational products and trial subjects. Investigator should maintain records that document adequately that the subjects were provided the doses specified by the protocol and reconcile all investigational products received from the sponsor. The investigational products should be stored as specified by the sponsor and in accordance with applicable regulatory requirements. The investigator should ensure that the investigational products are used only in accordance with the approved protocol. Randomization procedures and unblinding. The investigator should follow the trial's randomization procedures, if any, should ensure that the code is broken only in accordance with the protocol. If the trial is blinded, the investigator should promptly document and explain to the sponsor any premature unblinding. Example, accidental unblinding, unblinding due to a serious adverse event of the investigational product.